Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get in and then we'll start talking. Get ready for him once he gets landed to take us up. I'm just getting hooked in back here, so this will be a minute.
Is this a ride or instructional thing?
What's that?
Is this a ride or instructional?
This is instructional. Okay. I'm going to have the ground crew help you with getting you all set there. Okay. Zulu from 221 Charlie Whiskey.
Yeah, 221, I hear you.
Roger, we want to go 3,000 to the west of the field. John, be advised, been a little low coming across the road there. The rope's been very low, so you might want to stay up a little higher.
All right, thank you.
Okay, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and bring the canopy down. So you reach up and you grab those two handles and just pull them toward you. Just let it gently come down. Okay, then you push each handle forward. And then see the little window to your side.
Yeah.
That back part slides forward.
Mm-hmm.
Slide that forward and then just push it out. Push it out so it'll let air in for you.
Okay.
See that? Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and go through the checklist. So we got the instrument set. Is your altimeter set on 900? That means the long hand's on the 9, and the little hand is just below the 1.
Yep.
123.3.
Okay, so I'm going to check the controls. So the stick is going to be moving left, all the way back,
Yep.
all the way right, all the way forward, back to the center, and release. The rudder pedals, put your feet on the rudder pedals. You can follow through with me. The left rudder, right rudder.
Got it.
And then if you go over on the side, the spoiler, the blue handle, put your hand on there and I'm going to open it.
Yep.
So I open it, it's unlocked right now, and then look out at the wing when it comes up.
Yeah, the brake.
See that? And then it's brakes at the back.
Okay.
So I'm going to stow that again. Then now look, if you look at the stick, that little green knob, that's the trim knob. I'm going to set that for takeoff. So I got that set for takeoff. Safety harness, yours is locked and tight in the front, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We got the wind direction. It's coming straight down the runway, about 14 knots. Your window is set up front. The canopies are down and latched. Okay, the emergency is if we have a rope break on takeoff, we'll try to stay on the ground and go to the right. The tow plane will go to the left. As we're climbing out and still below 200 feet, if we have a rope break, we'll go straight ahead and land in the bean field out there in front of us.
Okay.
Above 200 feet, we'll have enough altitude to turn around and come back and land downwind on the runway. The safety call at 200 feet, I'll call 200 feet, and that means that I have enough altitude to turn around and come back to the airport. It's a reminder for me. Then I execute what we talked about, coming back to the airport or going straight ahead.
Got it.
Canopies closed and latched. Secure loose objects. No loose objects up here. No radios, bottles, or anything. Should be good. Rope check. Just look at the end of the rope. Looks like there's no anything frayed or anything. That's good. Go ahead. He's going to hook up. So I'm going to go ahead and pull the yellow knobbed handle.
No, wait, this is ASK.
No, it's up front. It's just under the nose, in front of the tire.
This is all I got.
That's all you got. You're gonna have someone help you push the glider forward. And then I need you to also look at, make sure his canopy is down and latched.
It is.
Okay.
Mark.
I know it's hot in here. It's like a greenhouse in here.
Forward about 6 feet. Okay.
Yeah, I won't want to do it when it's 90 out.
You want him to open the canopy so you can...
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Open.
Open.
Closed.
Closed. Okay, you ready to go?
Yes, I am.
All right. So I've already established communication with the tow pilot, and he's going to go ahead and I'm going to give him the signal, thumbs up, that we're ready to go. He's just going to take a little bit of slack. There's hardly any slack in the line. So.
758 Charlie, Charlie 7 to the north. Bearing left traffic, Alexandria.
You can see the rope out in front of us there?
Oh, yeah.
Runway 27, glider in tow, Alexandria.
Okay, so he's gonna, I gave him the thumbs up. He's gonna make sure there's no traffic close to landing or in too close to us right now. And then once he lifts the wing, he's gonna signal the tow pilot to go ahead and accelerate. Here we go. Stay down about 6 feet off the ground until the tow plane comes off the ground. Then we're just going to go ahead and keep the nose of the glider pointed toward the tail of the tow plane. So when we're just going to keep the nose pointed toward him. We're at 200 feet now, so we can return to the airport if we have to. Now, so our nose is pointed toward the tail of the tow plane. If he starts turning right or left, so look at him turning right, well, that was just a gust. So we'll just keep pointing toward the tail, and then if he starts to turn to the right, which would make his right wing go down and his left wing go up, we would make our bank equal his bank, and we would point the nose toward the left wingtip because it would be higher. And then we'd follow him around in a circle. So right now we're at 700 feet above ground level. As you can see, things are starting to get smaller as we climb.
Yes. It's amazing.
If you look toward Indianapolis, which would be out 9 o'clock position, you can see the skyscrapers downtown. Do you see them? Horizon there?
Ooh, I see, not yet. I see a wing. Oh yeah, I see him.
Yeah. It's really clear. That's about 50 miles straight line of sight.
Oh wow.
If you look out in front of the tow plane, you can see the wind farm that's out there to the...
Oh yeah.
So with this left wing tip up, we're going to follow the wing tip. When he's straight, we follow the tail of the tow plane. So we're about 1,500 feet above ground level right now, and we're going to go ahead and climb up to 3,000 feet above ground level. We're getting some thermal activity. That's what that bumping is. When you feel, that means there's rising air trying to push us up. So if you look at the tow plane and you see him go up kind of rapidly, we're only 200 feet behind him. We'll start going up too. So he has to see and avoid other aircraft, and we have to see and avoid other aircraft too. Visual flight rules.
Yep.
Right now we're at about 1,900 feet above ground level. We're heading southwest. see we're getting closer to the clouds.
Oh yeah.
The base of the clouds are probably just a guesstimate, probably about 4,500 feet right now. And after you start flying, you'll start looking at those clouds differently than you do from the ground. You'll start thinking, what's the base of the clouds? That's what the weather forecast will tell you what altitude the clouds are above the ground. So we're 400 feet before we release from the tow plane. So like I told you before, once I pull that yellow knob, the tow plane's going left and I'm going right. So I want to look out to his left to make sure there's no traffic that he would turn into. And I look to the right because that's where I'm going to be turning to make sure there's no traffic. So I scan it.
Yeah. And there's a glider to the right.
A glider to the right. At our altitude or above or lower? Or
A little bit above.
a little bit above? Okay. I don't see him, but...
No, it's right to the right.
Okay, here we go. 87 Zulu, thanks for the tow. You still see him?
Yep.
Is he below us or above us?
He's a little bit above us.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and trim the plane up now.
Okay.
I'm going to get it set at 55 knots. And 40...
He's at our 3 o'clock coming our way.
3 o'clock coming our way. High above us?
Yes. Maybe 300 foot.
Oh, I see him. I got him. I got him. So what he's doing, he's thermaling right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we can do, if we want to thermal with him, we can fly over there. But if he's doing right-hand turns, that's what we have to do, is
Yeah.
right-hand turns.
Yeah.
So we're going to see this cloud in front of us, right above us?
Yes.
I want to go over there and see if there's anything there. So we're going to fly over to it. And if you look at our variometer right now, we're in sync.
Yeah.
Right? See the needle starting
Yes.
to come up? So as we get closer to that,
Yeah, it's going up.
so we want it to go above zero before we start circling.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that other glider. I don't see him right now.
He's at our 9 o'clock.
Oh, I got him. I got him.
Or 3 o'clock, actually.
Yeah, the other 9. Yeah, I was looking, you were saying 9, but I was looking at 3,
Yeah.
so I saw him on 3. Okay. So if you look straight up, that's the cloud we're trying to see if there's any lift.
Not much, is there?
What's that?
Not much lift.
No, there's not. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and go over that way, toward him. Because he had some lift over there, so we're going to go out and try to... We just have to remember that if he's circling to the right,
Yeah.
we need to circle to the right also. Let me know as soon as you see him again. I'm kind of looking for him too.
He's at your 3 o'clock.
He what?
He's at your 3 o'clock above us.
Oh, I got him. I got him. Okay, so I'm going to start... Start circling now.
Is that the motor glider?
No, that's that V-tailed, just a regular glider.
Okay.
It's not a motor glider. That's Art. I know him. We're just in sync here, though. I don't.
Yeah, there's not much left.
No, there's not. He's up above us. We're gonna head over this way and see if we can get in and find any left.
Good traffic, I think there is southbound, runway.
I have very good look over here. I think we're gonna head back. I want you to look at your 3 o'clock position. What do you see out there?
Top of the field.
That's a runway. That's where we took off from.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Left downwind.
So we're, right now, so you know, we're about 3.5 miles from the airport.
Okay.
Each section line, if you look down here to our lower right down below us on the right-hand side, see those roads? North, south, east, west?
Yeah.
That's one section, so that's a mile by a mile.
Okay.
So if you go back to the airport, it's about 3.5 section lines
Yeah.
back to the airport.
Right.
So that's important because you want to know
Yeah.
how far away is the airport. Can I make it back? We don't have a motor to take us back
Right.
there, right? Because we're not a motor glider, but now there's some lift. So what
Yeah,
we're
there
gonna do-
was.
So we're going to go ahead and start a turn here. try to cabbage onto some of that lip.
Oh, I feel it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kind of, it's not a very big area.
No.
So what we're going to do is we're going to head toward this cloud that's in front of us now. There's
There it is.
There's where we're going to turn again.
Yeah.
You okay?
Oh, yeah.
Look at the altimeter right now.
Yep.
And we're at about 3,600 right now. So we're going to see how much look we can get out of this. We're definitely going up.
Yeah, I see it. That's amazing it can go up in a bank like this.
I know.
A normal plane would drop.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and they got that big heavy engine out in front.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, this baby's a smooth puppy, isn't she?
8 kilos, good to go.
Wow. Yeah, you're up 200 feet
Yeah, I know. That's
in a bank.
didn't cost us a thing either.
Nothing.
It's for free. Mother Nature's gift to us.
Yes.
So we got to kind of keep if we're doing this circling, we want to keep our eyes scanning the horizon to look for, other gliders, powered planes, whatever. We're almost back to where we released at 3,900 feet.
I can definitely see how you'd lose track of where the runway is.
Yes, because we're constantly turning. So what you have to do, see that building down there to our right? That's over there, that
Yeah.
factory?
Yeah, with
That's
the pond.
Red Gold. That's 3.5 miles to the northwest of the airport.
Okay.
I know that. You look off our nose right now, see that big roof building there? That's Kokomo Grain. That's 5.5 miles to the southwest of the airport.
Oh, wow.
Right off our nose, there's a racetrack, horse
Yep.
racetrack. That's about 2 miles southwest of the airport.
Okay.
So one of the first things you have to learn flying gliders is keep track of the landmarks that you know where they're at and where they are from your airport. Now, in motor glider, it's not as important because you can always add power.
Right. Assuming it starts.
And with that,
Assuming it starts.
right, assuming it starts, right. Otherwise, you're like, when it
Yeah.
doesn't start, you're a regular glider then.
You got it.
So it's so cool being up close to the clouds.
Oh.
Well, we're about 150 feet higher than when we released from the tow plane.
Yeah. That's,
See, we're up over 4,000,
Yep.
4,050.
and I've lost track of the other glider.
Yeah, he was going to the northwest. I've lost track of him too, so we just need to keep kind of our head on a swivel and be looking for the other gliders. There's about 4 other gliders flying right now, so we just need to keep our eyes peeled. And if you see anything, say something to me. And we'll,
Okay.
I'm glad you saw him when you did, so we knew he was out there. That's a big wind farm out in front of us there.
Yes. I didn't even know that existed.
Yes. Between here and up to northwest of Lafayette, there's about 800 windmills. Between here, there's just a lot of them. Very big wind farm. Well, there's a tow plane and the glider down there. See right down below us? Look down to your right. Look out your right wing and down. They're getting ready to cross the road there. You're just to the east of the road.
Oh, I see them.
So that's the tow plane and the glider.
Got it.
Well, when I did that little course correction, I lost
Yep.
our lift. But
Yeah.
we can go over, we can just look at the cloud and say, well, it's got to be right there somewhere.
Right.
Because we're about 300 feet above where we were when we released. So.
I feel it going down.
Yep. So what we do when we're going down, we'll push the nose down, speed up. We want to fly fast, smooth, straight, and slow up and try slow and lift. So there it is. So see out in front of us there, we've got a couple little clouds. We can
Yeah.
fly over there and see what they look like. I'll go ahead and put the nose down. Get us over there kind of fast.
These little guys right above us?
Yeah, I think there might be something there.
Because they're dark, right?
What's that?
They're dark? Like the ones to our left would be the most, would it not?
Well, the puffier ones, normally there's more lift under those, but sometimes you can get these little ones and they got a lot of lift too.
Okay. Nothing.
Nothing. This one over here to our right, about 12 to 1 o'clock,
Yep.
that looks a little better. Where's
Yeah.
the airport at now, do you know?
Yeah, it's right to our
Good job.
2 o'clock.
Situational awareness, that's one of the important thing in flying. Being aware of your surroundings and, whoa, look at that, look at that.
There you go.
Good look.
Wow.
That was really
Wouldn't have guessed that.
I wouldn't have either. It's out in the clear. That's what's weird about soaring. Sometimes you're out in the blue sky and if there's nothing here, that just proves that there is something there. Like it's real isolated area there.
Yeah.
We're still at the altitude we released at, so
Yeah.
we're doing good. Airport looks a little different from 4,000 feet than it did close to the ground.
Yes, it does. I can see why you want to fly all the time.
To me, it's just really relaxing.
It is.
I mean, and I haven't done a lot of sailboating, but I compare it to sailing but the sailing's on water, but this is in the air.
Yeah. I'd rather do this.
Yeah, I would too. Now what we could do, if we're getting some good lift here going to the left, we just stay going to the left. And what we can do is we can straighten out. And let's go back over to this cloud right in front of us and see if there's anything over there.
Okay.
So you can kind of go out on like a exploring mission. Go out and
Okay.
see where we can find the best lift.
Looks like there's the tow plane's downwind.
Oh, he landed?
No, he's downwind to the airport.
Oh, okay. Now see those numbers on the runway? See that 9
Yes.
on this end?
Yep.
That means that's the magnetic heading of the runway.
Right.
090 is straight east, and on the other end it's 27. So if you're facing the runway landing, you're landing to the west.
Okay.
So we see our racetrack at 11 o'clock. We know that's there. Now if you look out at 10 o'clock to your left, see that big opening about 5 miles out there. You see it more like a 10 to 11 o'clock. Look a little bit, 10 to 11. You'll see a couple runways. That's Anderson Airport. There's a runway going like east-west and north-south. Yeah.
Oh, I see it. I
You
see
see
it.
it? That's
Yeah.
Anderson Airport. That's about 5 miles away.
Oh, wow.
To give you a perspective.
And VFR is what? They want you to have 3 miles?
3 miles, 3 statute miles. And a statute mile is 5,280 feet.
Okay.
And if you hear people talk about nautical miles, a nautical mile has 6,080 feet in a mile. Nautical mile.
Okay.
Well, we didn't get anything over here, so let's make a little turn to the left and see if those little babies got anything out. So it's kind of like there's definitely a lift there.
Yeah, I see it.
We're going to go ahead and turn. we were this close to the airport and down at a pattern altitude, we wouldn't want to be circling this close
Oh, right.
to the airport. But
Yeah.
we're well above the traffic pattern altitude.
What is the traffic altitude?
The traffic pattern altitude here is 1,900 feet, which
Okay.
is 1,000 feet above the airport elevation.
Wow.
It's a big boomer.
How much of that was you pulling back and how much of it was lift?
It's pretty much all lift there.
Oh, wow. That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. Mother Nature's very strong. We've already been up 20 minutes, so we're doing good.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, looks like Glider's right at our 12 o'clock ring.
Oh, you saw Glider?
Yeah, right up, maybe 1 o'clock now.
Is he low?
Right at our altitude,
Okay.
maybe a little bit lower.
Okay. Let's keep our eyes peeled for him.
He's pretty far away.
Okay. You got really good eyesight then. Is yours corrected or not corrected?
I have corrected sunglasses on.
Oh, okay. Well, I see him. I see him out there.
He's about 2 to 3 miles away.
Yep, I see him.
He's lost some altitude, or we gained it.
That's good.
Yeah. This is wonderful.
I don't know if I told you this, but my longest glider flight, taking off from Alexandria here, 5 hours and 35 minutes.
Are you serious?
I got up to, listen to this, I got up to 9,940 feet, and I wanted to get to 10,000.
Yeah.
I couldn't get above, I was 60 feet short of 10,000.
That's impressive.
When I landed, I could hardly get out of the glider. I was so stiff.
Yeah.
Just from sitting in the same position.
Yeah,
for
I
that
bet.
long.
You definitely want to make sure you use the restroom before you take off.
You do, and we got these bags you can hook yourself on. It's like a catheter. You just put it on, and it goes into a bag. And then you gotta make sure you stay hydrated too. So you need to have a bottle of water. Bring a bottle of water with you, because what happens, you don't realize it. You start to sweat inside this bubble, and you start getting dehydrated. And when you become dehydrated, it affects your decision making. So you can be doing something silly and you don't even know you're doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
So it's so important to stay hydrated. I had a student this year, new guy, and we went out for 2 flights. He did fine, and on the 3rd flight, it was like someone else was in the glider.
Oh, yeah,
I said,
yeah.
John, are you okay? He said, did you drink water while we were on the ground? No, I haven't drank anything for about 2 hours. I said, John, you gotta drink water, man.
Yeah.
You gotta stay hydrated. So I normally have 2 waters and then I'll have a Gatorade.
Okay. Yeah, I learned my lesson racing. I lost once because I got dehydrated.
Yeah,
You know, like you said, your reactions go to awful.
it is. It is.
So when you got to 9,000 feet, did you mainly just focus in one area then, with good lift?
Yeah, I was right within 2 miles of the airport during that whole time.
Oh wow.
I wasn't getting a long ways away, but it was just the variometer pegged high. It went above 10 and it stayed there. I thought it broke it. And I said, look, that thing's pegged. But it didn't break. It just, I was in a strong zone. I went from around 4,000 feet just short of 10,000 feet in about 2 minutes.
Wow.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead. I'd like to stay up for another hour and a half, but I guess we're gonna,
Yeah, yeah,
we're gonna
absolutely.
head back and share the plane.
You gotta share it.
Yeah. So as you can see, that's runway 27.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to land when we return to our final course. We'll be heading right down that runway. And you can see where the cars are all parked down there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We're just gonna head over this way for a little bit, and we'll just start descending.
Yeah, I don't
Now,
see anybody.
If you open your little wing window there, you can feel how cool the air
Oh, I
is.
feel it, yeah.
Just to give you a rough idea, kind of a rule of thumb, for every 1,000 foot you climb, you're going to lose about 3 degrees in temperature.
Okay.
So let's say that on the ground today it's 70 degrees, and we're right now about 3,000 feet off the ground. So it's about 9 degrees cooler here at this altitude than it is on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, it's very comfortable up here.
Yeah, it is, like you got the air on.
Yeah. So, Dave, what's the secret to the stream? I know it's supposed to teach you how it stalls.
Okay, that's called the yaw string.
Okay.
And see how it's straight now?
Yeah.
Now watch what happens if I put right rudder in.
Okay.
See how it goes that way? So if I want to center it, I push the left rudder. And that's how that means I'm in a coordinated turn. That means that let me get in a turn and I'll show you. So we're in a left-hand turn right now, and if my yaw string is centered,
Yeah.
that means I have the proper amount of aileron and rudder in at the same time.
Okay.
So if the yaw string moves one way,
Yeah.
I move to the
Yeah.
left, a little bit of right rudder in the center.
Okay.
When I'm in a, so where that becomes important is when you get down at low altitudes, you always want to be in coordinated flight, because a lot of aircraft accidents are caused by uncoordinated flight, where you're skidding through the air rather than banking and turning, and your wing can stall. One wing will stall before the other wing.
Okay.
If this left wing stalled right now, this is what would happen. We'd go over like this. If the left wing stalled. So that's called coordinated flight.
Is that a glider to your 1 o'clock?
Yes, it is.
He looks awful low.
Yeah, but we're going to keep an eye on him.
Man, he looks real low.
Yeah, now he's pretty low. Probably at just about pattern altitude. Oh wait, no, that's the tow plane.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he's in trouble.
Yeah, he's in trouble. So we'll keep an eye on him. We're not down low enough for pattern altitude yet. We're gonna go down here to the south a little bit.
Glider's right at your 11 o'clock, same altitude.
Later at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
Which way's he going?
Oh, this way.
Coming toward us?
Yeah.
Keep an eye on him.
Yep.
I don't see him yet.
He's 11, solid 11. He's turning sharp. You should see his wings. Same altitude, 11 o'clock.
Oh, I got him. Yeah, he's out there thermally.
Oh, there's one right in front of us.
Oh yeah, there is. So what we're gonna do, that's
didn't-
who we were flying with before, that's ours.
Yeah, I didn't see him until just now. He's below our nose.
Yeah, okay, I got him. I'm gonna go over this way.
Yeah. Man, you got to keep your eyes on
You
him, don't
do. You do.
And of course, I've lost the airport. Is it behind us?
Yeah, it's behind us. If you look down here to our left, down back about 8 o'clock, see those two blue silos?
You said 8 o'clock?
About 9 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Those are what, like where we turn from downwind to base.
Okay.
We use those blue silos as a marking point. Okay.
So we're at about 2,100 foot above, right?
We're at 3,000 feet above sea level right now.
Right.
So if you subtract the field elevation, which is 900 feet, means we're 2,100 feet above the ground.
Right.
So I'm gonna start my pre-landing checklist. Wind direction or speed, the wind's out of the west at about 15 miles per hour. Approach speed, I'm going to approach speed at 55 knots. I have the airplane trimmed, probably at almost 3,000 feet. And I'm just going to head down here for a little bit, and I'm going to start a turn to the right. We're going to start setting up to land at the field. I'm going to make it a left turn instead of a right turn. This is Interstate 69 out in front of us.
Oh, I see it,
See
yeah.
all the semis? and
Yep.
stuff? And
Wow.
this town, to the east side of the interstate is Muncie over there.
Okay.
That's where Ball State's at.
Yeah. Wow, you're out pretty far, aren't you?
Yeah, we're about 3 miles away from the airport.
Oh.
You see it over there?
Not yet. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
And see this, if you look out off our nose and there's a line that goes kind of northwesterly, southeast, that's a railroad track.
Yeah. Okay.
And that goes from Muncie all the way up to Lafayette, that railroad track. And you can see the airport off there at about
Yeah.
10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're just going to hang out here for a little bit. If you look off to our, let me keep head straight north for you. See if you look up the interstate and it's about 1 o'clock and you see a white roof building and
Yeah.
that's a truck stop area, like a truck depot where trucks put their loads off and stuff. So there's landmarks all around the airport. You just have to learn
Right.
the landmarks for your. And once you start flying in and out of Fort Wayne, you'll pick up all the landmarks. You're like, oh yeah, that's that business that I drive by on the road.
Yeah.
If you look right down our left side here, you can see the runway we're going to land on.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and set up here pretty quick for our landing. So we're going to head a little southwestwardly here. So we're going to get off to the south side of the airport. Right now we're east of the airport. We're going to be southeast of the airport when we call in. And what's important about those lakes I was talking about, downwind,
Yeah.
base and all that, that just tells other aircraft where you are from the airport.
Right.
So they look in the right area of airspace to be able to see you, because they want to be able to know where you're at, so they can stay separated from you, and you need to stay separated from them. You can see our blue silos over there?
Yeah.
We're going to fly over those blue silos in a little bit. Got a really good flight here.
Yes,
We've
wonderful.
been up a half hour. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Oh, I loved it. It's actually a lot smoother than I thought it would be.
Oh, it's a lot smoother than you thought it would?
Yeah.
Alexandria traffic, glider 221 Charlie Whiskey, 2.5 miles southeast. We'll be entering a left base for runway 27 Alexandria. So we need to keep our eyes for other glider aircraft, other powered aircraft. We're going to fly right over those silos. So now what I'm going to do on my pre-landing checklist, I'm going to unlock the air brake. So remember, it's locked in
Yep.
place, and I pull it open.
Wow.
And then look out at the wing when I pull it open.
Yeah.
I pull that open. Look how
Wow.
fast we start losing altitude.
Yeah, big time.
So I put it back in. I don't lock it. I just put it back to the closed
Okay.
position, but I have to keep my hand on it. So I'm going to start turning toward the blue silos now. Alexandria traffic, glider 221 Charlie Whiskey, 2 miles southeast on extended left base for runway 27 Alexandria. I got my speed at 55 knots is what I want. But, the airspeed indicator is between 60 and the gold diamond. That's where I want to be. And when I get over the blue silos, the perfect altitude to be at would be about 1,300 feet. And I'm about 1,600 feet now. So I can put a little bit of spoiler in, it'll help me descend.
What's the stall speed on this, Dave?
The stall speed's about 38.
Okay. That's pretty high. That's pretty high for a glider.
Yeah. It's, each glider has a little bit different stall speed. the wind is out of the northwest, so I'm tracking across the ground almost straight north, and I have to crab into the wind to track the way I want to track. So 1,300 feet over the Blue Silo, this is where I want to be.
Yep, perfect.
So when I'm here, I want to be looking at my altitude, verifying it on the altimeter, and make sure there's no other aircraft. I keep looking for them. Don't see anything.
Nope. Wow.
So now I'm turning to my base lane, my final. Got my speed at 55 knots. I want to get lined up on the center of the grass. Then I want to control my rate of descent with my spoiler. So I want to keep my speed at 55 knots.
Wow, she just glides when you get close.
I didn't want to do that. kind of lost lift all of a sudden.
It felt like it's going to stay up there forever.
Yeah, I know. What happens is when you get close to the ground and get into something called ground effect, and it's a cushion of air that's just above the ground, about half the wing length of the wing. So it's about 25 feet or so above the ground. You start. It's like almost like riding on a surface of water.
Okay.
It's called ground effect. So you can go ahead and pull both those handles toward you, then lift up with those handles. There you go.
Wow.
GoPro, stop recording.